Hi people, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sandra here, and I am back again with another video that is from Charlie Kirk, and this is between him and a transsexual activist. I don't really know what the difference between transsexual and transgender is, but hopefully I'll get all of that in this video. So without no further ado, people, let's hop right into the video.
People are being indoctrinated.
Okay, so are you say you're transsexual or transgender? And tell me, is there a technical difference in the two?
Damn. Okay. Some people say that there's a difference. To me, there's no difference. So it's just either or.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, so what are your chromosomes? XX or XY?
Very strange question, but
Not really.
XY. I could be intersex. Who knows?
Okay, so you were born as a man and you are a man.
No. I was born as a man, and now I'm a woman.
Okay, no, but you don't become a woman just because you dress like a woman.
Oh, my goodness. What about my hormones?
I don't become black. Do I become black if I wear blackface?
That is a wild comparison, but hormones by themselves you can actively change. But by taking HRT, you can also stop taking the T suppressor.
But people are more than hormones. I mean, you have men with low testosterone; those are called white dudes for Harris. You can have women with high testosterone. So testosterone, estrogen, and your endocrinology is more than what you are as either a man or a woman. There's brain size. There is how you process information. There is bone density, muscle mass. Every single one of your cells is either coded XX or XY. So let me ask you a question.
Honestly, like just when I think I'm getting the hang of these terms, last minute I feel like I've gotten it. I've gotten all the transgender, transsexual, non-pronouns, or is it the ones without pronouns or stuff. Just when I think like I have gotten the hang of all the term, the titles, they bring another one because here he says he's a transsexual local activist, and then in my head I'm wondering like what could the difference be between a transsexual and a transgender. And Charlie Kirk posed that question, and he started off with wow, and in my head I'm thinking like that has to be like some offensive question, but it turns out that it's not even meant to be an offensive question because he thinks there's no difference between a transsexual and a transgender. I think it means the same thing to him, and it's just a case of wanting to go by a certain title. So why the wow? I just feel like this person just came on here defensively to try to prove a point or something, right? Talking about hormones and gender and chromosomes, and that being a strange question. Oh my god, people, the world is going crazy. Like, I'm a Christian, right? And obviously if you're not a Christian you may not relate to how I see this, but this definitely are signs of the end time because it's in the books. An individual's sex is slowly trying to be cancelled. Like, people do not want to talk about sex. They do not want to talk about like they don't even want to identify by their sex. So now we have to go biologically, the biological terms, which are the chromosomes, and that even is a strange question. And somehow that doesn't make the world strange. I feel like that just makes the world really strange, really scary, because these are the end times, people. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's super interesting seeing that people are trying so hard to denormalize the normal and try to make craziness the order of the day, try to make everyone have a mental issue. Because how are you going to a therapist for a mental health issue or whatnot, and you are trying to force people to, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wear a disguise or a costume, do I become that thing? For example, if I dress with a sombrero and start talking with a Mexican accent, do I then become that culture?
No, because that's different race.
Okay,
That's
but then wait,
very
why? How is it different? Because you're saying that if you dress a certain way and you present a certain way, you can be as you think you are. Why can't I also just choose what culture I am?
Because you're born within a culture. You're born with.
But you were born as a man.
Thank you.
But let him finish.
All right, fuck you. Anyways, sorry.
I'm sorry. What did you say? My pronouns are not FU, actually.
Oh, wow. Thank you. All right. Anyways, there are many things collectively into a culture that has been built up over time, but not as much as, male or female.
Got it. So what is a woman?
What is a woman is whatever you want to be.
So anyone can be a woman?
Yeah.
Do you get a period?
No. Well, actually, yes. So, no.
Wow. Can you give birth?
No. But a lot of trans people that are on hormones do get PMS symptoms.
Right, but symptoms and is different. I mean, like moodiness or mood swings are not the same thing.
Yeah,
but can you give birth?
Also, cis women don't always have to give birth. Cis women can also have PMS symptoms without getting a period.
Right. So, but you have to. So, a woman can be whatever you want it to be. Is that correct?
Yeah, but cis women can also be and have all of those things.
So, under that logic, can I become a bobcat or a giraffe?
I mean, if you want me to call you a bobcat, sure. I don't care.
So, at some point, don't you see that it's probably a bad idea to give people the ability to identify whatever they want as just because they feel a certain way?
Why would it be a bad thing? Especially in archaeology, a lot of...
Wait, there's no difference between men and women?
There are some, for sure.
Well, what differences are there?
I'm talking about, like, when you talk about brain size or skeletal bone structure or whatever, archaeologists, for example, have a very tough time distinguishing between male and sex, or male and female, I apologize. When you see the male skeleton next to the female skeleton, those are very different. Those are a range. So, everything else, most people are usually in the middle of
Here's the kicker. So you are a biological male. No matter how much surgery or hormones you take, you'll never be able to give birth.
Yeah, so, I'm okay with that.
Right, but so then what point is womanhood achieved then? At what point do you become a woman?
I feel pretty. Yeah. So I can look at myself and not want to kill myself, so...
Well, hold on. So now we're getting to something... Maybe, is it possible that you might have other underlying mental health issues that you are then ascribing as transgenderism that you might not be treating?
No. I am being treated for other mental illnesses, right, but it is unrelated.
Are they unrelated, or is
I don't have any of those, actually.
You don't have any... You mentioned you have other potential issues.
No, I don't have any potential issues.
No, you don't?
No, I'm just cool.
Oh, you're just cool. Got it. So, let me ask one other final question. Do you think it's okay for a 14-year-old to be able to get gender-affirming care?
A 14-year-old can get hormone blockers. That is the extent of what a 14-year-old can get, and that is completely irreversible. So, you can get hormone blockers.
You mean reversible, but it's not reversible. But first of all, no, it's not reversible.
When you stop taking hormone blockers, then your natural hormones come.
Puberty is not an assembly line where you just press a button and it stops. Secondly, that we are cutting breasts off of kids here in the state of Texas illegally.
That is not true.
Yes, a whistleblower, Dr. Ethan Heim, came out in Houston. Dr. Ethan Heim, and said that we are cutting the breasts off of kids irreversibly in Houston, Texas. Also happens in LA, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland. So it does happen. Do you think it should be illegal to say that kids should not be able to irreversibly damage themselves?
Well, even so, let's say a bunch of kids are getting...
Get tattoos?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Should kids be able to own AR-15s?
No.
Why?
Because that is harmful. It can be...
so AR-15s are harmful, but cutting off your breasts or potentially castrating yourself, gender-affirming care?
I mean, given that you're under anesthesia...
Do you understand the medieval horror that you're advocating for? Where we say, no.
Yes.
So a 15-year-old, puberty is not the problem. Puberty is the solution to the trans issue. Where that almost every young lady or young man will have some sort of anxiety of how they feel at age 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe instead of telling them that they might be somebody in another body, we should allow them to continue to grow and develop into the body that God made them in, and say that puberty will actually solve the problem. And I want to just close by this. I have a lot of compassion for you because you're going down a journey where you'll never actually hit your destination. Because
I'm there. I'm right there. I'm at my destination.
You're at your destination?
Yes. I feel great.
Okay,
That's
well, again,
That's literally all it is.
the studies show that over a period of time, you're going to keep on searching for more surgical interventions and more drugs,
No.
where you will be a happier person instead of nuking your body with artificial hormones,
Okay.
pretending to be somebody that you're not.
I will say one more thing and I'll go. I don't believe that God makes mistakes. God created me as a male, and I want to be a woman. That is the same way that God created grapes but not wine. It is so that humanity can take part in the witness of creation, of transformation.
We're not called to transform our bodies. We're called to surrender to God and how God made us. At what age did you think you were a woman?
16.
Okay, is there any part of you that said maybe 16-year-olds make bad decisions?
I mean, partially, yes.
Have you ever second-guessed your decision?
At first, sure. But after a year, no. Not.
Oh, you've only been doing this a year?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying a year around 17, I never second.
Okay, so we did get into this, people, and I just want to say that I personally am trying to be open minded. I'm trying to be really accepting as I can be. So therefore, I'm very much open to understanding and seeing things from like the pride community's perspective, okay? But it's just that so far none of them have been able to sell themselves, to sell their beliefs and to convince me that they're not mentally deranged, okay? Because every time we get into like transsexual, transgender people from Charlie Kirk, and he always uses the analogy of wanting to be black or wanting to be a monkey or whatnot, right? And I see that like it's literally the same thing, and they see the craziness to what they are believing in. They don't even know how to defend themselves. Like, whilst this young individual was going on, when Charlie asked the question of if a 14-year-old, right, could, go do surgical transformation on the body, and they said, yeah. In my head, I'm like, this person must have, started this very early in life, because you would know that a lot of thoughts was not put into this individual's changing their identity or changing who they want to be, going under the knife for like medical transformation or whatnot. And it's super crazy to me that people are doing this. Like, people are literally going under the knife. No, like, they're actually going under the knife, not for something that is going to hurt them. They're trying to, not that they're trying to like bring life into the world. They're literally just going there for mundane things, in my opinion. But I don't want to sit here and try to invalidate mental health, people who are struggling with the mental health, but I'm believing that this is what the therapists are there for, right? And I just feel like parents, right? Like, I feel like a lot of parents of this age, they do not know the in-depth role they have to play as parents. It's not just about being able to feed your kids, being able to take your kids to the school and stuff. Like, the system is messed up, right? And I don't know what political agenda is involved in this, or if there is even, right? But we shouldn't aid it. Like, we shouldn't deliberately aid it and make destruction easy for people. Like, if the society is doing so much to help craziness, to help this mental issues stay in the society, you shouldn't aid it. Like, as a parent, as an uncle, as whatever, you shouldn't aid it, because it's just super crazy that there's a lot of like medications to take, like testosterone, hormonal block, and all of that. I just feel like I didn't even say that one correctly. But there still isn't cure for HIV. There still isn't cure for cancer. There still isn't cure for just a whole lot of things, right? And I'm just here wondering, like, is it really that these things, like all these medications to block your hormones and, stop growth and stop nature, is really easier, so much more easier than trying to find a cure for, diseases and this illness that's taking so many lives and so many people's loved ones. And whenever I think about how easy it is, and I feel like it's really affordable, getting all this transformative surgery as opposed to like medical surgeries. I'm just like, why is this being made so possible? In a world full of so much possibilities and so much liberality, this is what the society is choosing to make easy, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, to be honest. But we did get into this, right? And I would love to know what you all think about this down in the comment box, okay? And if anyone feels remotely offended, I'm just gonna give you a hug, to be honest, because I don't know what to say. But yeah, let's keep on staying safe and healthy. And do not hesitate to let me know what your thoughts are on this video and this young individual down in the comment box, okay? So before, until the next one, let us keep on staying safe and healthy. So